Star friends, welcome back to Consciousful Tarot. Thank you so much for tuning into my YouTube channel. It's Francesca. If you're new to the channel, I'm a Clarisentient reader and Reiki healer. Don't forget to click that subscribe button. If you want any of my services, you can check it out in the link in the description below. If you like the video at the end, please go ahead and click on the like button and share this video with your friends and family. So today's video is going to be an energy forecast on the full moon in Aquarius. So this full moon, my friends, is very significant because on top of us just going through the AA portal, which was very insignificant when it comes to our collective ascension process, when it comes to our personal and soul evolution, and tapping into our purpose and realigning ourselves with our highest divine timeline. The full moon in Leo season is literally helping us maximize our perspective when it comes to needing to reinvent ourselves, when it comes to needing to kind of like be more authentic and real with ourselves. This full moon in Aquarius is all about really us getting encouraged to kind of take that next step when it comes to expressing ourselves towards others and to explore how we can serve our community in a way that's going to generate joy and generate personal fulfillment. So in the new moon in Leo, what we were discovering is that we were discovering the opposition when it came to not fulfilling our needs. We realized that there was a part of us that there was like two opposing factors when it came to putting ourselves first, no longer people pleasing, no longer sacrificing our needs for society, for other people, for our friends to conform. And now the full moon in Aquarius is actually like helping us break out of needing to conform, breaking us out of a routine, mundane lifestyle. It's breaking us out of abandoning ourselves. And it's also kind of like helping us realize the patterns that we've had that we're abandoning ourselves and our true desires and our authenticity so we can fit in or be accepted by others. So this full moon in Aquarius is really going to highlight and emphasize the fact that we need to reflect on the relationship between us and our community and how maybe at times we could have felt alienated or isolated due to our extreme individualism or our extreme belief systems, but also how we were potentially conforming to a set way of being, a set way of living, people, places, and things just to get accepted or to conform. So the full moon is going to help us honor ourselves, but how we play a role as a whole, to other people and society, and how our role impacts our self-expression and the impact we have on other people. So this energy forecast is all about me highlighting the theme of the full moon, some advice, and just some insights and some cool rituals. So as an Aquarius myself, we're very humanitarian, we're very innovative, extremely individualistic. But the thing is with Aquarius is that as Aquarius, right, in this energy, or as an Aquarian as well, it is the most radical sign, one of the most radical signs of the zodiac, including Scorpio and other signs. But with the radicalism in the Aquarian energy, what it's actually driving us to pay attention to, right, is to kind of reflect on how we have a push and pull dynamic regarding our tendency to want to remain safe and comfortable towards going out of our comfort zone. So there's an aspect of this full moon making us realize that we may drive in between remaining safe and comfortable, being in predictable situations that were under control, to generate an illusion, quote unquote, illusion of security, an illusion of love, an illusion of success. And the full moon is driving us, okay? It's literally going to push us to break free from the known and to explore new paths and new possibilities or a new way of perceiving, right? Because Aquarian energy is all about perspective. a new way of perceiving how we can actually engrave a new path for ourselves. So it's going to help us understand the illusions that we live in, the illusions that, for example, let's say you're in a job and you've been comfortable with it because it's been giving you what you wanted, but it hasn't been a job that it's made you feel authentic, it's made you feel unique, it's made you feel like you're living your dream job. The full moon in Aquarius is literally going to kind of push you to begin to get out of your comfort zone and kind of like make you attract the opportunities or the jobs that is going to be in alignment with your authenticity. But the full moon in Aquarius is going to really push you out of your comfort zone. An illusion of security could also be like multiple things. It could also be like potentially the collective understanding that our illusion of being under control of a certain government is not safety. It's not security. It's actually going to deepen us towards potentially feeling imprisoned, right? This could also refer to relationships. The full moon in Aquarius is really going to help us understand where we felt some sort of illusion of security in our relationships, with love or friends, where we could have thought, okay, well, this feels easier. I'm able to control this person more. I'm able to be in a stable connection. So this feels like love, but in reality, it may just be an illusion of security. It may not be you really living in your authenticity. So this is going to kind of like help us break down the illusions. Another huge emphasis and insight during this time is going to be for us to aim towards like expressing ourselves to our fullest potential so we can discover what we truly desire. But in order for that to happen, my star friends, you're going to have to face the fear of the unknown and experience the empty space of total uncertainty. So that means taking that risk to get out of the illusion of security, getting out of that job, getting out of that relationship, moving across the country, right? Buying a new car, like whatever it is for you, you know what it is. So this is going to help us to break down the old and manifest something new for us. A strong emphasis as well for this full moon in Aquarius is going to be the conflict between the past and the future, the old and the new, the known and the unknown, the conventional and the unconventional, right? And there's like other major transits happening. I just don't want to overwhelm you guys with so much, but we have like Saturn in retrograde, we have Jupiter in retrograde. That like Jupiter in retrograde is one of my favorites because like I see my clients, and some of my clients I've read for them for years, so I'll see them like the last Jupiter retrograde, they change religion. This Jupiter retrograde, they're going back to their old belief. I've seen scenarios where Jupiter retrograde, there was this one person that they dropped someone, they married someone else. Then literally 2 years later, when the Jupiter retrograde came back again, they divorced the person because they realized, wait, that belief that I had that one time is not in alignment with how I believe. So there's a lot of things going on a societal level. We're going to be noticing a lot of things where people are going to be working towards more equality, more justice, more respect and fairness, but it's going to be very rebellious. There's going to be a lot of like unpredictableness going on as well, especially when it comes to potentially war, natural disasters, earthquakes. But during this time, it's going to be important for you guys not to be extreme with your individual beliefs, so you could actually develop some sort of social impact with others. So, influencing other people to expand their mindset and not be so radical when it comes to their beliefs. So whether this is about the pointy thing that you put in your arm, your belief systems, things like that. And then you also just opening your mind to new beliefs. So this time is going to be important for us to like also question our conditioned patterns and responses. So this is all like on a behavior level. And And it's going to help us like reflect on the validity of the way that we have structured our lives and the relationship with our inner and outer authority, and with our boundaries and limitations, and with the mainstream media, mainstream lifestyle, and the status quo. So that can apply to many things, but that's kind of what's going to be the highlight during this time. Like, how have you limited your self-expression because you want to stay in the status quo? How have you limited your personal life because you want to remain in the mainstream? How have you structured your life because you don't want to stand out? How have you potentially chosen to be with someone just because you want that person to fit into the status quo in your life, and maybe you ignoring your heart's true desires? So it's like things like that. This full moon is really going to inspire us to create new structures and boundaries for ourselves, so we can ultimately invite the reality that we want. It's going to help us break out of our routine. So you're going to be seeing that a lot. So I'm going to be talking now about the symptoms that you guys definitely have been feeling this week and then the symptoms that you will feel in the next few days. So you're going to suddenly want to break out of routine. As an Aquarius myself, I cannot be in routine. My day is always different, but I always get everything accomplished. So whether I work out in the morning and I get my work done at night, or I work out at night and I get my work done in the morning, like whatever it is, I never do routine. And why, I don't know, I'm built that way, but the reason why Aquarius is like that is because we cannot stick to a mundane lifestyle, because that will be the death of us. We have to be unpredictable, and it's great. So if you are someone that's very pragmatic and you like routine, my OCD people, love you guys, but sorry to tell you, but full moon in Aquarius is going to break you out of that, and that's okay. But it is time for you to challenge yourself in that sense, where things don't have to be so structured or mundane. You want to begin to support your growth, and it's going to take for you to also inspire yourself to kind of reevaluate the definition of progress, and to question the foundation of the life you built. So if you're someone that defines success or defines peace with mundane lifestyle, then you want to question it. Things like that, just begin to question in that sense. Okay, so on a societal level, and then I'm going to speak more about symptoms. So during this time, we're also going to be seeing a lot of disruptions in our reality. So our dreams, definitely very hypersensitive. Our dreams are, and I've gotten this a lot because I do dream interpretations with some of my clients, where our dreams are actually going to be like more like foreshadows. So if you have dreams about resources, or there being lack of food, that is a vision. That is not like, oh my God, I'm dreaming. No, that is a vision. If you have dreams about like natural disasters, tsunami, earthquakes, that's a foreshadow. Things are going to be happening like that, because what's going to be happening with our society is that there's going to be a destabilization of our resources and our security, which is going to kind of be very unpredictable, but it's going to invite us to take organization of our lives and organizations of how we can reinvent security for ourselves and not give it willingly to anyone else. So this is going to cause a number of cultural changes. It's going to cause potentially you needing to make more income or find a loop of income. But rest assured, what it's going to do is it's kind of going to like just inspire change to your priorities and how you need to like kind of like stop living according to the rules and don't get frantic, yet you need to reconnect with what's important and how you can take control of your life, including maintaining income, resources, control, being abundant, things like that. You're also going to be seeing during this time, okay, now I'm going to mention the symptoms, your sleeping patterns getting out of whack, like you getting suddenly tired, fatigue, pain from the past coming up out of nowhere, you getting psychic downloads, taking things personal, but yet also being detached from things in your life currently. So it's like a ghost from the past may come, and then it's like you suddenly feel like, damn, and then you're like feeling very erratic, like emotionally unstable, and then you're being detached from the current things in your life so you could face this stuff. And there's just gonna be multiple things like that. You kind of like getting out of your organic sleep rhythm, or even like your organic routine, as I mentioned. So this is actually calling you for you to ground yourself, to connect with your organic rhythm, with your circadian rhythm, and nurture your sleep, prioritize your workout. But in between, like literally, you probably started around Monday, Sunday to next Thursday, next Sunday. It's gonna be that suddenly things coming out of nowhere, random, needing to address certain things, and the sleeping patterns will be kind of off. There will be this need to like want to be more online, you know, because Aquarius represents like technology, things like that. But yet because people are more invested online, researching, etc., whatever they're doing, you're going to get lack of vitamin D. So during this time, it's going to be important for you to get your vitamin D, for you to go outside, for you to harness yourself outside and receive the solar rays, receive the sunlight, recharge your vessel, you know? And yeah, overall, it's just going to be important for you to, these are just like the last insights before I finish it off with some advice and rituals. So overall, it's just going to be important to let go of outdated things, outdated thinking, outdated conditioning. It may be important to clean out your closet, you know, clean out dust, things like that, reconnect with certain visions, clean out your attitudes and your prejudices, especially when it comes to any sort of biased thinking. It's going to be important for you to also let go if you're suffering from mental illness, ego issues, selfishness, or attention-seeking issues. Seek help. Address it with yourself. I'm a firm believer that self-belief and self-introspection and self-awareness is the cure to mental illness. Some people are deep into their mental illness because they have consumed chemicals, aka pharmaceutical pills that have, you know, kind of destabilize their mind and their neurons. But if you're someone that is not on pharmaceuticals, book a reading with me. You have a mental illness, you have OCD, you have depression, you have narcissistic tendencies, I will cure you. I will help you. Okay. Mark my words. It may take a few sessions, but hey, it's just going to be important overall to focus on being more refreshed, optimistic, increase your capacity to reach out to others on a social level. It's going to be important to break out of any sort of confinement, conditionings, open yourself to being taught, to teaching, mentoring, or receiving that teaching and mentoring. And it's also going to go towards family matters, especially those that you're sensitive to. Your relationship with your father, your relationship with your mother, your relationship with your cousins. But it's also going to go towards loved ones. Are you able to listen? Are you able to not take things personal? Are you going to constantly rebel rather than just submit? And then regarding to love, it's going to be focused on basically you overcoming any sort of like structure when it came to like being very stubborn, being very rigid, fixated, you know, always wanting to have the upper hand. You know, in love, it's gonna kind of be that theme, my friends. So just pay attention. Also pay attention regarding symptoms like any pressure in the legs. You want to have that blood flow running, so going running, getting the exercise. The crystals that I suggest for this time would definitely be amethyst, of course, obsidian, turquoise, of course, azurite, and sapphire. Definitely recommend sapphire. Oh, and aquamarine. The essential oils I recommend. So I would suggest to blend this all up, mix it with like obviously a carrier oil like coconut oil or almond oil, olive oil, whatever, is best for you. But mix orange, lime, and lang lang. I love lang lang. If you know me, you know I love lang lang, okay? And then, like I said, consume more vitamin D, get some more sunlight, consume vitamin D3. And then overall, on a societal level, you're going to see more propaganda psychosis. So more of the hoax of very soon in the month of August or in the month of September, we're going to see potential famine. It may start in other countries and then potentially in the USA. So bulk up. I already mentioned this in the previous readings, in the previous energy forecast. So bulk F up, you know what I mean? And then last but not least, my star friends, to kind of give you one last ritual. Okay, so this is going to be, because the Aquarian, we are an air sign, okay? But we are the water bearer of the zodiacs. So what it does is that the water bearer kind of makes ourselves see things for what they truly are, and it takes that illusion out of us, and it makes us kind of transform and completely renew ourselves through the water. So this is kind of like a water ritual. So this, I want you to imagine, like, because we just went through the fiery AA portal and we are in Leo season, so there's a lot of fire in us. There's a lot of, like, imagine, okay, you're like in a volcano, like you're in lava. Okay, this is like very, very imaginative, but just bear with me. Imagine you're in lava, okay, and half of your body is stuck in lava, and that is your conformity. That is your old conditioning. The Aquarius energy is like, imagine a big splash of water coming in from the sky, falling into the lava, and freeing yourself from that fiery conditioning, from that firing structures. And it's setting you free to be yourself, okay? And that's kind of how I want to imagine, how I want you guys to imagine this full moon in Aquarius. It's literally being set free, okay? And a good ritual you can do to set yourself free and let things go and flow is with this ritual. So what you're going to do is that you're going to wash your hands. While you're washing your hands, I want you to think about a desired future state. This can be anything you see yourself doing. This can be a project. This can be seeing yourself happy. It can be seeing yourself living in a new home, seeing yourself in a healthy relationship, or reconnecting with someone, or whatever it is. And what you're going to do is that you're going to repeat the following things. You can do it outside, like you can verbally express it, or you can just say it within your head. I suggest to verbally express it. And this is what you're going to say while you're washing your hands. Are you ready? Let it go. Let it flow. Wash the blocks from me. Within an hour, the water's power, I'm filled with creativity. I know exactly what to do, and I see it through. All is meant to be. And the spell is, this ritual is going to work in full effect if you go with the creative urges once you speak them into existence. But you want to make sure that you're embodying the emotions, that whatever you're visualizing, that you're embodying it. And remember what you called for, and then answer with action. Okay? So yeah, that's just a sweet little ritual I suggest. And that's about it, my star friends. If you want any of my services, if you want a personal reading, a specific reading, it can be about anything, any question, any advice. I will give you life-altering knowledge to transform your situation or just understand it. If you want any Reiki healings, I have personal Reiki healings, love Reiki healings, and group Reiki healings that are really good for like social groups, family members, etc., 3+ people. And these Reiki healings assist in alignment, healing, chakra activations, etc. I also have new services where you can purchase a one-time guided meditation. I have 2 guided meditations, one to manifest and enhance love, and another one to manifest money. I have 2 sound healings. One is to manifest love and one's to manifest money. I suggest to buy them both, as it's in alignment. Like, it's like you need both of them to actually manifest it. I do suggest that. And then one more service that I do have is guided breath work. So the guided breath work is incredible. It works with literally releasing repressed trauma and emotions from your body, and it's just like literally the best way to actually recalibrate yourself during this time and get your sleeping patterns back to normal, get your blood pressure stabilized. And yeah, alrighty, my star friends, that's about it. You can catch me on Instagram as well, and love talking to you guys. Bye, my star friends. Take care now.